Good evening, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed this week. We made it to another weekend. Looking forward to it myself. Today we're playing Blueprints. We have just a few more crates to clear from the tunnel, and then we're gonna see what's behind that door. What is behind that door is going to have some bearing on how much longer we keep playing this game. Because there's part of me that is getting a little bit worn out of trying to keep all of the things that might be important remembered. So hopefully it's cool and very straightforward, but because I do want to see this game to the end, but I don't know if I want to see it to the end very, very, very slowly over the course of, 2-hour streams every Friday. So we'll see. I'm gonna see if I can get a reroll out of one of these rooms before going out. Just so we can get or if we can get one of the heckin' one of the rooms that does things. Words are so hard, man. See if we can get laboratory security. Perfect. I made the foolish decision of having a bunch of pizza before streaming, and now my aged body is very tired, and I am eepy, as the kids say. So we'll see how much commentary I can keep up. It's pretty easy for this game, I found, compared to many other games. Because I just have to keep saying everything that I'm thinking, and it works out pretty well. So obviously, if it's not crates, then I don't know what we're going to do. Okay. I don't think I can guarantee eating an apple. I think we need at least 2. I think there's a good chance we just do immediately. It's not going to be good enough, so we're going to do this. I don't know, are we? We could just risk it. It was just a single row left, and I think there was one more crate elsewhere in the... Oh, screw it. Let's go check. Screw it. We have the sauna steps, and if not, then we can always just end the day. Full, excessive, wasteful day, merely removing a single crate from the tunnel. You know, it would be absolutely crazy, though, if it was just another tunnel with more crates behind the door here. Yeah, looks like it removed one crate that did not help us, so genuinely, I don't know if there's any real reason to draft for the rest of the day. We can get more stars, get to 100 stars, and that might be something. I think we're gonna go for it, just for the kicks and giggles, and while we're out here, let's go. Sure. Our previous blessing has ended, might as well. We are up to checking 5, I think. So let's see what 5 gets us. Gardener. Cool. if we can get the paper crown and the throne room, that is obviously still something we can try. Go over this way. An actual good orientation for the conference room for once. I don't really want to risk the courtyard here, but I also don't want to... whatever. Let's do the boudoir. So many dead ends. We're definitely not putting the coat check right there. We want to put the coat check somewhere where it's easily accessible. I think let's go up from the den rather than over from security. Wine cellar is tempting because that gives us the gems that we need for the throne room if needed. Workshop is also tempting because I know that we need the power hammer once we get back there, but we're not going to get back there today, so let's just do this. And it would be neat if we could trigger the dark room early. So now we have the means to get the paper crown. I don't know if I said this on stream, but my assumption is that reclaiming the throne is going to involve the paper crown, since we didn't get anything with the blueprints crown, but because the crown of Fen Iris is ostensibly the crown of Orindia, the title, whatever, it's the throne room. The original, anyway, the Red Prince is supposed to be about Simon, and so it's possible you need all three things: the blueprints crown, the paper crown, and because the paper crown looks like what the Red Prince wears, right? I don't know, do I need the nursery? I think we just go for the bedroom. And so that's why I'm assuming that you need the paper crown, since the blueprints crown didn't work on its own with the key. It could be multiple things beyond just that, but I think at least potentially it's in addition to that. Dining room's probably good here. We could do dark room and go turn stuff back on, but I think we'll just do dining room. Go over. Courtyard could be turned better. Kennel is probably fine. It's not a root cellar day. Not a great direction for the observatory either, but I don't hate it. Nice. Terrible. Awful. Jeez. Well, that's something. I actually don't know if it does anything, except maybe doubles down the likelihood of Florealis flowers. Um, let's draft over here. Sure. We'll try to end our day in the planetarium. Definitely don't want the ballroom. Pool hall could be okay, but I think we want the veranda. Because it's certainly going to repay its gem cost. Keep going up. It would be cool if we could, like, upgrade the coat check to hold more than one item. Let's put the quest bedroom here. Lets us eat dinner should we so need. Okay. We can make that happen. This. Ah, completely oblivious. I'm not used to seeing the sledgehammer in this room. Okay. We need 3 rooms in perfect order here. And then we also still need to get the throne room. I don't want the Lost and Found to be one of them. Passageway's rough. It's going to be a little bit more tricky to run through it, but probably worth it. I mean, honestly, if we could get the throne room would be perfect to draw here. Casino's probably fine. We can burn money here, you know. And we need something that has a left door. Again, throne room's perfect. So then we need to place the coat check somewhere to get the key. Cool. So we have up from the throne room to over from the passageway and foundation. So then let's go down to the foundation and draft over and see what we can do there. We have the secret garden, so that means we can get to room 46 and get the Blue Prince crown as well. I haven't opened from the throne room, but we will. I do want it to just go over. We have the conference room down here, so we can always go eat if we want. As annoying and slow as this process is, the sound effect of the spinning of the wheels is pretty well done. Cool. So that's 2 doors. We should almost certainly be able to get it from 2 doors. There's still a chance we could do the cloister. So then we'll hold on to that room. There's the coat check. So we'll retrieve the key and make certain we'll sacrifice the planetarium if we have to. We'll make certain to put it back if we don't, because I don't want to have to go back and get it. Maybe replace the gem, which could be good. I think I'm just going to take this. Greenhouse is going to have a bunch of gems. And the watering can. We could open the south door if we want, but we probably don't need to. Let's go down and draft over before we draft from the greenhouse. Love all of these extra steps. It's so good. Yeah, I don't think it counts to have the greenhouse already there. Could use some more keys for sure. We are going to do that just because we can draft up that way if we need to get that side of the antechamber. We have the sledgehammer, so no worries. Gotta love the aquarium. Note, of course, that we did not yet open the door to room 46. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we've seen every room here, but I think we've seen more than enough that we know that we're pretty good with what we've got. Take the attic. There's probably a treasure map in here. That's the power hammer if we needed it, which we don't. Not really. Last item in here is metal detecting, and it's a key, not treasure map. So let's go back to the throne room, open room 46, and then we can come back. We've got the core yards, might as well use them. I'm just glad that they didn't have the gall to give me a security key card after we already set everything up. Because it's not the worst thing in this game. The worst thing is them not giving you access to doors or rooms that allow you to get out of security, you know. I don't really want to risk drawing some of the doors we don't want to do this. I don't know if there's a point at this point to digging things up. If we get the gift shop, it might be worth it to just sit and gamble until we can buy blue tents. But I'm not here to re-roll rooms until we do. If I had taken the study earlier, then maybe, but again, I do want to get to 100 stars. The original copy of A New Clue specifies which one is a maid and which one is a cook. And I don't see a cook in this picture, according to the drawing that is presented. And I really don't see a maid either. The closest is the one dressed like a maid, surprise, surprise. But yeah, and the cook is not the cook, the maid is very different in the real picture, in the real game. I said game, the full release book. None of these people seem to be missing enough hair, except either cabbie cap or bowler hat. But bowler hat looks like he's got hair underneath. So this could be the cook, or not the cook, the maid, based on matching the visual description or depiction in the full release version of maid and cook. Um, yeah, anyway. Could be chef de camp. We don't have a first name, no other indication of gender, so it could be chef de camp there. I mentioned it last time. I don't know who Mrs. Peterson is. Don't recall ever seeing a Peterson listed. Still can't do anything with the frozen cuckoo clock set to the sacred hour, set to be inherited by cousins. We can go back to the throne room. I feel like I'm still missing something for this, though, so I'm not too... my hopes aren't too high. A familiar red paper crown. Former ruby crown of Orinda Iris, recently set with freshly cut sapphires. And the key of Iris, a key crafted from infused second era gold and soot black onyx, adorned with the original insignia of the Iris family crest. I mean, maybe we take this out to where we found the throne room. Maybe it goes somewhere in the... Again, the teeth here look like they're spelling EA or something. Coat check's way down here. Don't think we have anything else to check up here except maybe stuff in room 46. So yeah, how about we go to the dining room, have meals, and then go out and see if we can take the key of Iris somewhere. Sounds stupid, but I don't know. We at least try it where we found the throne room. Reclaim the crown. And it has the two arrows of a gate measurement, but they're also slightly turned. Again, minute details, but it does look kind of like if this was a shorthand longhand, it would be at like what, 245? Which, as I recall, is the time the original print new clue has listed on those cuckoo clocks. No, that's 115 or 215. Okay. Again, due diligence, clicking things. Also, just because the suits of armor are the same or similar, if not the same, as they are in both versions, full and original draft of Red Prince. I have the steps to waste, so I don't think it's gonna hurt if we go mess around. That's not the right way. Just, you know, checking to see if we can go through these places. Yeah, I can't imagine why we would be able to do something here, but it'd be convenient if we could, you know? My dad has found other admin keys that I haven't, so that's something we could experiment with. Oh, just not really feel. I'm gonna try like one. Enough for me. Just the sudden cut out of music is the worst. It always feels like something is broken. Don't think there's going to be anything in here. I already did that. My dad pointed out that there's one of the little gem holders that we have in all of the safes here, which is interesting because presumably the previous gardener, not Robert Nogula, I forget his name at this point, is not the person who put them on the little stands. He ostensibly never had the um, gems. He only had the envelopes, and then when the envelopes were retrieved, they were placed in. Placed on the little stands. Gems were placed on stands in the safes. I think let's start by going down, because I think it's shorter overall. There wasn't any kind of keyhole here. I can't... Again, not sure why there would be. But again, we're here just to check, just to mess around. We already solved this puzzle. We don't need to do it again, I don't think. There's no visible cracks. I don't think there's any likelihood that a power hammer down here would do anything. I don't have the study, and therefore don't have the means to solve the puzzle today, which is fine. I don't think going up through here does anything. Because this is the side of the... everything that just doesn't matter. So I could push this and then get to the inner sanctum from here. And then just need to remember to pull it back when I'm leaving. Again, I don't think there's anything. There's the full map over there, I think. I don't think there's anything down or up that we really need access to. There's the cave-in over here, and then there's this unpowered box over here. Another vista. Yeah, not sure. I'm not going to go into each individual door because if it's not in the Orindia one, then it's certainly not going to be in any of the other ones, except maybe the Fen Ares one. But even then, like... Oh, I guess I never solved this one. Because we need them to stay. Red is the problem. Otherwise, you could just swap, put them in green ones at the corners. Yeah, I mean, it's 2 allowance. I don't know if it's gonna matter, and I can always come back. Maybe the trick is to get it so that the orange tiles turn red, but then how do you get them into the corners? Yeah, those are pink, not white. This is the room I needed. Doesn't describe what white panels do. I don't remember what white panels do. Because pressing it just turns it over, gets rid of it. Oh, okay. That's huge. It just swaps adjacent white and gray. I can get 2 gray tiles on the corners. Of each. And I can turn them all, except I don't need them all to turn. I just need one of them to turn, and then we turn them all red. Never mind, we'll solve it. Cool. I do really like those puzzles. Again, a lot of my short-term memory for this game has recently been dumped for other games against my conscious wishes. So that's one of the reasons I'm concerned about what completion for this game looks like at the moment. Because there are still a lot of things we haven't solved. And I just am concerned about how deep it goes. I think that's more than enough looking around for the time being. Oh, I think we'll just go start the next day and clear the last crates since we failed to do so today. So let's go put things back where they belong. I mean, okay, there's part of me that wants to leave the key out of the code check and just see what... Because I assume it just goes back here. And if it does just go back to where it is, we can solve that puzzle pretty easily whenever we want. We could put the red prince, the paper crown, in the coat check, and that could be more productive. Potentially. I don't like Crown of the Blueprints, we can get whenever we want. We also just make the power hammer and put it in there too, for old time's sake. I think we're gonna put the paper crown though. Just because it's so much more inconvenient to get than if indeed the key just returns to its resting spot. Oh. Nope. And to think, if we had picked apples eaten, then we might have made it today. Okay, yeah. Just my constant second guessing getting the better of me. I swear, if there's something in the basement we just didn't bother to go look at today, I am going to be a little pissed. But again, it should all be pretty easy to get again if needed. So one of the things we haven't discovered that for sure is going to have stuff to know is we haven't discovered a way to view security footage. Yep. Because there are two security tapes that we've been directed toward, and I feel like those are gonna have big lore dumps or whatever, big important things. And then there's the does it ever end suggestion that I still don't know about and don't know if I need to care about. And there's the few things left in a new clue that we don't necessarily know for sure. The cipher and the dead-ended major key. Denoted inverse. Yep. Had a feeling. See what we got. Again, upgraded floor plans is the easiest to trigger. Rip. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it when we just want to get down under the place. So do we just quit for the day? Do we have the gall and just waste a day because we don't have the experiment we want? I think we're gonna madcap draft until we get the observatory and or the planetarium and or the starfish aquarium, just to try to get some more stars. But once we get those, I just don't think we need to keep going for the day. Gonna need a key at some point here. Sure. Sure. There may be other things we could do, but frankly, there's only one thing that I know has some secrets we haven't seen. And that's the heckin' tunnel. Trying to get either the boudoir for the rerolls or security. So many, so many. The master key is also a contender for keep this in the keep this in the coat check status. Jeez. Okay, I want to see what spreading dirt on the driveway does. So we're gonna need to get the breaker box for sure. And if we can turn up security once we get to the breaker box, we're gonna go back down because it often shows up at lower ranks. We don't need keys. And we're gonna get the breaker box anyway, so. There you go. So now we need to make sure we get the garage. So we'll have to prioritize that in our draft. What is the gap between 50 and 90? Why is there a gap on the top left? We're also going to need to make sure we get a shovel, like, and I guess we'll check the estate inventory just to see that we haven't passed one up. Food trunks. Oh, because the entrance hall, yeah. We'll do the courtyard, because sometimes it's a shovel. Sometimes it's a sledgehammer. Sure. Don't like the spare veranda here, but Don't necessarily want to dilute our draft pool. Good chance of getting the shovel again. Speak of the devil. We are going to need more steps at some point. Just in case the driveway isn't what goes off of the garage. And we need to go wander around the house to find it. I kind of want to go see if we can get more re-rolls from rooms. Just re-rolls that aren't... We don't have any money. We already spent it all. More steps is good. And the car keys, sure. That's fine. Garage. Nice. Now we need to bypass security doors. Secret garden key will give us more steps for sure, especially since we have the apples are especially delicious today. Don't think there's anything except the note in there. Okay. So let's go through the foundation. My concern is just wasting all the steps if we go all the way back down. Where the bedroom? Sure. Gives us a chance to get more gems. Plus we have the meal, so we can have that whenever we need to go back. And we're gonna open these. We have the secret garden key, which is good. So many gems, wow. Good thing we came back, it seems. I mean, you don't have to ask me twice. Nope. More keys I think legitimately can't use in any productive way. Don't need any of this stuff either. I could easily, there are ways to spend 10 gems, but I want the vault, because then I can just go buy stuff in the kitchen, but I think we're gonna do the conference room. Then as soon as one of these doors is locked, we can secret garden key. We're not, because the courtyard's always left unlocked, we're not gonna put that. Sure. And then let's draft through these rooms first. Rerolls don't necessarily help me today. So let's just do the kennel. Pet the dog. Can't rotate. We'll just put that there. We can go down from the foundation if we get there. Or if we need to go back. only one of the other boxes is false. The gems are in the false box. Gems are in the false box. I mean, if this is, it makes it very easy if this is false and these are two are both true. So just do that. Again, we don't need the gems, it's just for our pride. Either of these is okay. We can't afford anything, so I think we'll just take the extra door. There we go. That's a bunch of steps. We haven't found any security doors, though, which irritates me, because whenever I need security doors bypassed, I never see them, regardless of the security level being high or low. We have the quest bedroom, so we're going to open at least one door. But I'm not going to take the time to open both. Again, serious lack of security doors here. Just take the vault here. Before we get too much farther away, we're going to go back and eat the fruit that was gathered in the conference room. Because apples are extra delicious today, it'll be more than enough sustenance to get us through. I hope. Yeah, 60 should be fine. I don't know that it matters what rooms we draft, we just want them to be security doors. Don't think we need to launder anything today. We certainly don't want the weight room right now. We certainly don't want the weight room right now. This could be the ballroom, and it could be like... Okay, that's fine. It's pretty good, even. Sure. Oh, what's that? 20 plus 13? But perhaps 20 is not used in any of these? Thanks for at least making the new element easy to use. 13 minus 1 squared. Isn't that 144? I certainly don't know offhand what. Divided by 7. It's a 20, but not neatly. Oh, but that's swapped, isn't it? Not, so it's just 3, but it can't be 3. Or can it? Interesting. Oh look, the spit in your face key card. Okay, so this is our only avenue to that side of the house. We gotta be smart in our drafts here. It's all unlocked, so that's probably okay. We are gonna use at least a few rerolls to make sure we can keep going here. Because we need to check stuff out. Gems is what I was hoping for. Commissary is probably fine. Hey. I mean, those are security doors we can bypass, that's for sure. Okay. Got a bunch of good hits right there at the end. I want to make that commonplace. I'm happy with most bedrooms being commonplace. Okay. Check this last room. Perfect. Perfect. No need to go in. Let's go get our allowance token. And then we can also go buy the moon pendant on our way out. Excuse me. And if we want, we can go draft that room down regardless, just for the kicks and giggles. Is this the driveway? Oh, no, all the dig spots got spread here. That's so crazy. That's crazy. I wonder if that's problematic in any way. I wonder if there is stuff that we need to be able to dig up in the driveway. That's so funny, though. Note to self, next time we have this experiment as an option, don't draft the conference room. So funny, though. Because, like, okay, so there's the experiment that triggers when you dig up junk that would benefit from this, but it's an experiment that causes this, so it couldn't possibly, as far as I'm aware, you can't do 2 experiments on the same day. And so it's like, it just seems like such a useless experiment if there isn't something specific being accomplished by putting things on the driveway. Because digging things up, it just doesn't matter compared to basically every other thing. I don't know. It's not completely useless, I guess, because it can give you it can give you, excuse me, it can give you things if you need, but like compared to most other experiment results, like it's such a non-bow. Okay, so let's go up to security. Yeah. Go overdraft that last room for the laughs. Sure. I was hoping it'd be like the freezer or the sauna or something. It wasn't worth re-rolling. I'm not going to dig up those spots. Let's just go check. Oh, I never bothered to pick up the keys. That's how focused I was. Yeah, all the dig spots that might have been found here appear to have been relocated. Which is just so funny. Okay. Well, let's go end our day in the planetarium, get those stars that we used refreshed. And then, again, we'll see if we just get absolutely blocked by our hubris and misfortune in trying to get underneath the frickin' tunnel today. Hi, buddy. Okay. Fingers crossed, everyone. Just go this way first. Boudoir is what we were looking for. Go out, re-roll the room. See if we can get the shelter. See what we got. A sleeping mask. That's nice. Better than the compass, IMO. Hey. Please let there be a remove crate option. We were really lucky. We have to acknowledge that we got really lucky. We had like 4 days in a row where we got what we wanted out of it. So it's only fair. Nope. It's only fair that we got unlucky for a few days, but given how close we are, it's just offensive. Hey, okay. So, we risked immediately at the beginning, and I don't think that's worth it. We could draft as many blue rooms as we can. Because I don't think we're guaranteed to see any locked trunks. But I think we're going to do this, and we're just going to see as many blue rooms as possible without doing the Banner of the King, because we need to be a little smart, since so many blue rooms are dead ends. And then, once we get a number of the dead ends out of the way, we start aggressively re-rolling to see if we can find the drawing room. So dining room is perfect down here. Gonna take the lunchbox first this time. It's a bit of a gamble, but I want to do it. Storeroom, perfect. Get that out of the way. We want the study, because that's a very, very good way to get a lot of free rerolls. Well, mostly free. I think I'm going to put the chapel here, just to get this side room. The conference room can be put to better use. So I'm going to say let's get the commissary, because we might be able to buy more gems. A good old salt shaker never hurt anyone either. I think nursery. Just get as many extra steps as we can in case we need to be aggressive by navigating around, and we don't know what's behind the door down in the tunnel, and it might take a lot of steps. So I kind of wish I had drafted the duck over, but I think the den's okay here. I was thinking of the workshop and the kennel as two straightforward blue rooms. Let's do the observatory. Bunch of gems now. Nook, probably good. I definitely don't want to put the clock tower right here, because that means we're stuck relying wholly on that avenue. So I think we're going to redraw here. Cloister here, though, could be very lucky. I don't have a shovel. That's fine. Okay. Greenhouse, we sweet here. Terrace, that means we can put a dead end here. Or either of these would be good rooms to put here that are blue. I think I'm going to put the terrace. Just for the luck. I don't know if luck influences based on... I have no idea what luck bases itself on. Whether it is influenced by the fact we have an experiment going. We don't have... When did we get the key? Oh, the moon pendant kept the key card. Okay. I think 2 pips of luck is probably fine. Either, because this will give us a bunch of steps. We don't necessarily need steps right now. Then let's do the showroom and save the passageway for a different draft. Let's definitely go up here. Still don't have the shovel. We didn't we didn't have the sleeping mask when we drafted the boudoir, so it'll give us steps when we go down. So I think we're gonna go back down first. I think security can be placed better than that, but also getting an additional room is pretty good. And we have the key card, so it's probably... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the right choice here is. But again, getting rid of as many blue dead ends is the priority. We don't need to turn the key card system off, because again, we have the key card. And we kept the moon pendant, which I love. I don't know if that was worth the step, but... Okay. I think we're gonna go over from the showroom, because more opportunities to put blue dead ends. Got the emerald bracelet if we want. From eating exclusively. Yeah. I don't know. We have 16 gems. That's pretty much the same as having the emerald bracelet. The innate compass could be good. I think we're gonna hold on to our coins for now, though. That's a good spot. Planetarium would have been nicer than the parlor here. I'm just gonna put the corridor here. I don't know why there's such an abundance of fruit, but I'm not really upset. Garage only shows up in one spot, so I think I'm going to put the clock tower here. I say one spot. It can only show up in the east-west wing. Yeah, I was afraid of that. We don't need... Given that the clocks in the study are set at the sacred hour, and the swan is a logo on many of the frickin' family crests, the Epson family crest specifically, I wonder if this is instructions to do something in room 46. Because there's also, I guess I haven't checked, but it's possible that the rogue moon of the north is the moon that is the crescent moon that is so important on all of the sigils and whatever of this house. I forget where because I thought it was on the maps in the 4th year classroom, but I forget where I saw the rogue moon. Anyway, okay, so we're not going to be pressured by the stopwatch. We're going to do our best to use it, but we're not going to be, like, desperate. We're still going to think through. It's risky, but I think we can do that. We have 91 potential rerolls if we're desperate. So I don't think we're too much at risk. Ooh. Dang, just barely missed the window for that, but that's okay. That adds a bunch of blue rooms. But also gives us the most doors, so I think it's worthy trade-off. Yeah, we're set. Set for the day. Put the planetarium here, it gives us a reroll. If we turn this, then I would be happy to draft it. Jeez. There are still 3 or 4 more blue dead ends for sure. 3. 4, 5. 6. 7, 8. So again, I'm hesitant to... But we're also running out of spots to draft. Secret garden key is fine. Ballroom's neutral here. Still don't know why this picture is in a new clue. An eclipse ball, 1952. The wear on the picture doesn't seem to mean anything. She doesn't seem to be wearing her necklace. That looks kind of like a feather. Clara and Simon. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we don't have any other doors. We have to get something better here. Goodness gracious. We don't want the Chamber of Mirrors by any stretch. We get free rerolls, we might as well use them trying to see the drafting room here, but just absolutely bodied. Sheltered. Wow, we haven't had any red rooms, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Probably keep it standard. Could have put the secret guard in there. But I mean, the coat check is fine to dump there as well. Boiler room's pretty good. Our last gem, so let's go stock up. Puts us off from room 46 unless we want to open the other side with the secret garden. We can do. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. I mean, that's very easy. They can't be in both, and so those are both false. This is true, and then they're in here. Yeah. Bump up those gems. Sure. Excuse me. I think we're gonna do the secret passage. I'm gonna go to a bedroom and see if we can get the master bedroom, because that's gonna save us all the steps in the world. I don't think it's worth redrawing for. Bunk room also does give us just a bunch of steps. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I love seeing blue rooms today. Just gonna take the blue room here. I think we can go down to 80 at best in rerolling here. Yeah, let's just freeze. Okay. Well, we moved 2. And while I don't think that clearly isn't going to get all of them, we're also just going to move this here. Get that powered. Gonna open. Did I already? I already did. Foolish, foolish me. We're just gonna go if there's a chance that having the blueprints crown does something down there. We're gonna go grab it. We know this is north. Southward, I see a swan. I see 2 swans southward in here. Block tower. Ashen like the sands of the shore. They are both black swans. Carried by westerly winds. If the wind's blowing this way... Answer me this, anyone who knows. If wind is westerly, is it blowing to the west or blowing from the west? Rogue like the moon of the north. Is the rogue moon small? Or is the rogue moon on one of the other sides? Do I see a crow eastward from here? I see more swans. I certainly don't see a crow eastward from here. But dark are the days coming forth. F-O-U-R-T-H. It's not F-O-R-T-H as in forward. It's forth as in numerical. Ordinal number. We also have a swan here. And I mean, like, some ash is white, you know? Some ash is white, but I think ashen is supposed to mean gray or black in this case, especially if it's like the sands of the shore, the black shores of Orindia. Anyway, okay, let's go to the tunnel and see if our work was enough. After, you know, we wasted a ton of steps in the vestibule. We need to go forward to the pool and down. Two crates. Like, unless there are hidden crates I can't see being removed, surely we've got... Yes, okay. Frickin' finally. No joke. That was an unpleasant sound. Okay, so that's kind of aggravating that we don't have the basement key here. But we should have enough steps to go back and get it. Especially since we can go eat in the dining room. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get to the foundation. We could go up from the basement, I think, because we have the key card. I don't know what would be faster. That, I mean, no way could we have seen that one coming, so there's no point getting too up in arms about it, but it's a little bit of a bitter taste too. We didn't draft the aquarium today. Because there's going to be 1 to the entrance hall, 2 getting out, 3 to get into the tunnel, 4 to get into the basement. So I think it would be faster to go outside. We don't have the running shoes. I don't think we had the chance to buy them, at the very least. Sometimes it takes extra steps to get places outside. But usually all movement inside the basement room here proper is free, including through this door. Yeah, so it's saving a step going this way. I almost never grab the basement key because the moon pendant likes to prioritize saving it. Or in my experience earlier on, it definitely always tried to save the basement key even after I had used it multiple times. So kennel, throne room, pool, vestibule, right across the music room. I guess we could dig up because there's a chance we get turnips, and that's actually relevant at this point. So maybe we will dig those. I've been ignoring them because I've been lazy. I don't think it's worth it to go into the boiler room to do so, though. Much obliged. Even a single turnip is a huge boost. So if this basement door in the tunnel is like any other basement door, we only need to unlock it once. Fingers crossed. one of the books that we can read, I think it's the Tourist's Guide to Trinsdale or whatever, says that there is a market metro station somewhere in the tunnels around or under Mount Holly. Yeah, so that's where we need the power hammer, which we don't have. I pray that these doors remain unlocked, that we don't need to get the basement key and the key card or turn off the security and have the power hammer all on the same day. That's all we're going to be able to do, because we don't have the workshop today. And to my knowledge, there isn't another workbench. Not that we have. I guess we do have everything we need. But yeah, we don't have a workshop. We have one chance, I think, to place it. We could have placed it in one of these two rooms, but we were re-rolling. Cool. Well, we'll definitely come back and get through that wall. I think I gotta sleep though, because I have a bit of a busy day tomorrow, and I just haven't been sleeping well. It's that awkward situation where it's hot after the sun sets and then cold at like 3 in the morning, and so I need to have my room at a good enough temperature to sleep at initially, blanket or not blanket, but also still have to be warm enough that I either don't need a blanket or have a blanket when the cold sets in. So my predictions of the proper temperature have been incorrect, which is why it's been so hard to sleep. But yeah, so I've been thinking recently, and I think there's a chance I'm going to cancel more streams in the future, and I'm going to see if I can work more on content. It being colder does mean that I don't have my AC running. It means that it's more viable to record audio. And so I do want to make more videos, even if it's just more shorts. And so if I don't have a game I want to play, then I'm more liable to just cancel the stream. I don't currently have a game in mind for Monday. And so if I don't think of something, I'll probably just cancel and work on making a video or something. Because I have a bunch of footage from Silksong and from Hades 2 that could be made into some stupid little shorts. But I think that's going to be it for me today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, feel free to like the video, and I always appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. I hope you have a good weekend. Work sucks, and some of us have to work on the weekends too, and I hope your weekend is good if you do. But yeah, I'm gonna look around and dig around and see if I can find something I want to play. It is October, so it's an excuse to play any scary games that I might not normally play, might not normally force myself to play, because, you know, not my cup of tea usually. But Monday 7 p.m. Eastern is when I usually stream. Look for that if I do stream. Otherwise I post on YouTube, and otherwise potentially streams next Thursday and Friday. That's all from me. Thank you again for watching, and as always, bye-bye!